Elon Musk's startup Neuralink published a video of a monkey using its mind to play ping pong on April 9th. Elon Musk tweeted in response that this futuristic technology might be tested on people before the end of the year. When a Twitter user stated in February that Neuralink was always open to clinical tests, Elon Musk responded that the business was striving to make sure that human testing of Neuralink could be done safely by the end of 2021. If effective, it might be utilized to treat neurological conditions like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. What is the neuroscience technology called Neuralink that so many people are raving about? Welcome to Good Lux, a channel dedicated to inspiring you to expand your mindset, make general life breakthroughs, and realize your full potential to see what life has to offer. Elon Musk wants to be able to operate machinery solely by the mind. Musk and his colleagues stated in July 2019 that they had created ultra-fine threads that can be woven into your brain to listen in on your neurons to do this. The business has also developed a robot that can carry out difficult procedures under a neurosurgeon's supervision. Musk stated when the business was first established in 2016 that he intended to provide us with more bandwidth to enable humans to compete in a world where artificial intelligence had overtaken them. The researchers have now, however, focused on assisting patients with brain-related diseases as a result of this recent news. In this video, we examine everything you might need to know about Neuralink, including its potential significance, what it is, how it works, and other details. Without further ado, let's begin. What is Neuralink? Neurosurgeons will use robotic surgery to put a device called Neuralink into the brain. The link, a chipset, is implanted into the skull during the process. It is connected to the electrodes used in the procedure by several shielded cables. Then, without having to touch it, the device may be used to control smartphones and computers. How does this cutting-edge development in brain engineering function? How does Neuralink work? It is best to grasp the science of the human brain before attempting to understand how Neuralink functions. Neurons in the brain communicate with muscles, nerves, glands, and other cell types, as well as other neurons, to send and receive messages. The dendrite, soma cell body, and axon are the three components that make up each neuron. Every component of this has a distinct purpose. The signals are taken in by the dendrite. These impulses are processed by the soma. The signals are subsequently sent to the other cells through the axon. The synapses that connect the neurons release neurotransmitters. The passage of the current through the neurons is then caused by the chemical compounds being delivered to the dendrite of another neuron cell. The electrodes that make up the Neuralink will be able to read electrical signals generated by various brain neurons. The output of the signals then takes the form of a movement or action. The gadget is implanted directly into the brain, according to the company's website, because placing it outside the head will make it difficult to effectively identify the signals generated by the brain. Discover what Neuralink accomplishes now that you understand what it is and how it functions. What does Neuralink do? Neuralink can be utilized to operate encephalopathy, as was already indicated. Additionally, it can serve as a link between the human brain and technology. This implies that paralyzed individuals can easily control their phones and computers using only their brains. Its main objective is to facilitate text-to-voice message communication. Neuralink can, of course, be used for more than just that. It can also be used to create artwork, capture pictures, and carry out other tasks. What kind of conditions could be treated using Neuralink technology? The technique may be able to treat neurological conditions which are caused by the brain's inability to communicate with the body's nerves. These include Parkinson's disease and epilepsy, as well as paraplegia and quadriplegia brought on by spinal nerve damage. Does Neuralink have to be stuck inside my brain? Unfortunately, the technology must be close to each nerve to detect signals. Anything farther than 60 microns would not be able to do so. What are the risks of Neuralink? Neuralink needs to take note of the accomplishments and shortcomings of the current generation of brain-computer interface technology. To minimize harm to nearby brain tissue, flexible threads must connect the electrodes to the chip. Additionally, there are dangers in using this technology on individuals whose immune systems may be weak or have pre-existing diseases. Musk promised the crowd that implanting the gadget would be as risk-free as having laser eye surgery. Although the business has not yet applied for FDA approval, it needs to put the item on the market. Not only are there health dangers, but society will also need to decide what to do with the information the N1 recorded. What moral principles underlie the surveillance of a person's every act, word, and feeling? So, when could Neuralink become a reality? Some believe Musk's 2020 start date for human studies to be outrageously optimistic. The first patients, according to Max Hodak, CEO of Neuralink, will be those with quadriplegia brought on by spinal cord injury. 4 chips will be inserted into these patients, linking up to 4,000 distinct neurons. The advantages don't just apply to the disabled. Musk believes that the cyborg symbiosis with artificial intelligence that can be achieved by humans, once the technology is widely adopted, will be crucial to the survival of our species. The future of Neuralink. If the chip they've shown represents the total of Neuralink's technological prowess to date, it represents advancement, albeit not cutting-edge technology, and Musk has grandiose ambitions for its potential in the future. The SpaceX CEO referred to the TV show Black Mirror during the demonstration, remarking that many of its predictions had come true and making reference to the worlds of downloadable memory and robot surgery. These medicinal applications, though, are relatively incidental to Musk's larger plans for the business. In the demonstration, he made the following statement: "It's critical to understand how, as a species, we can live in harmony with cutting-edge AI. But for the time being, it appears that medical applications are the best way to move that idea forward. And it is already making progress towards reaching that goal." Musk emphasized that his business has received an FDA classification for a breakthrough device, which can speed up the creation, evaluation, and review of medical devices, but does not imply FDA clearance. Neuralink will experience comparable regulatory challenges before it's approved for use, much as Musk has adapted to living with the complicated bureaucracies of NASA and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration at SpaceX and Tesla. If Neuralink's claims are accurate as it develops its product, the technology might be a game changer in the fight against neurodegeneration and motor dysfunction. However, it must first meet the requirements of its showman CEO, and it's doubtful that even Gertrude will be able to. Although Neuralink hasn't produced any notable technological advances, the exposure is encouraging further investment in and awareness of brain-computer interface research. For instance, Neuralink will have to abide by FDA guidance published in 2021 about non-clinical testing and clinical considerations of implanted brain-computer interface devices. Depending on which direction Neuralink is leaning, this might be good or bad. It could imply increased safety or a delay in its development. While the extent of Neuralink's reality is unknown, it is clear how amazing it will be if it ever materializes, and how many changes and advancements it will enable. Is Neuralink something you look forward to in the future? Do you object to chips being put into people's heads? Does any of these raise safety concerns and questions in your mind? Engage with this post as much as possible and post any more queries or remarks in the comments area. Click the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed this video so that others might view it and be inspired. To ensure that you don't miss any new videos regarding personal development, enable the notification bell as well. I'll see you next time.